Man, let me tell you something. India ain't playing anymore. Those days of depending on someone else's machines, someone else's blueprints, and someone else's permission, they're gone. India's walking into the big leagues with its own swagger now. This new next generation tank isn't just a piece of metal with a gun on top. It's a statement. It says, "We've arrived." You can almost hear the pride of the engineers, the fire of the soldiers, and the vision of a nation that refuses to take a back seat anymore. For decades, India was seen as the buyer, always importing, always catching up. But this right here, this tank flips the script. India is building, innovating, and setting its own standards. Every nut, bolt, and circuit screams independence. The design is Indian, the brain power is Indian, and the ambition is through the roof. This is not just about defense, it's about dominance, about showing the world that when India decides to make something, it doesn't just make it, it masters it. Now imagine the global stage, the old players looking over, thinking, wait a minute, did India just do that? Yes, it did. This tank is a blend of raw power and homegrown brilliance. And it's not just built to compete, it's built to lead. The message is clear as day. India is done being a follower in the defense game. From now on, it's about setting the pace, not catching up to it. So when people say, India's next gen tank, they're not talking about another war machine. They're talking about a revolution on trades. It's a declaration that the country has stepped up, stood tall, and said, we make our own future. That's not just national pride, it's national power. Because when India builds like this, the world pays attention. And this time, they're not just watching, they're worried. Now let's talk about this beast, because that's what it is. India's next gen tank ain't just a chunk of steel rolling on tracks. It's a living, breathing force of nature. Imagine a cheetah wrapped in armor, fast, silent, and deadly. This thing doesn't crawl onto the battlefield. It arrives with authority. Every inch of its design screams power, precision, and purpose. It's lighter, faster, and smarter than anything that came before it. And when it moves, it doesn't just move. It glides, ready to strike before the enemy even knows what's coming. Underneath that sleek frame lies some serious muscle. The firepower, unbelievable. The targeting systems, AI-assisted and lightning quick. This tank doesn't wait for orders. It calculates, adapts, and delivers destruction with surgical accuracy. It's got 360-degree awareness, like it's got eyes everywhere. The armor is built to take a hit and keep on rolling, using new-age composite materials that make it strong but shockingly agile. That's the scary part. It's powerful without being heavy, deadly without being slow. And it ain't just brute force, it's got brains too. The onboard systems are tuned with battlefield intelligence, communicating in real time with drones, command centers, and other armored units. It's a networked predator, part of a larger, smarter ecosystem that turns war zones into data-driven arenas. That's where India's tech genius shows up, combining traditional might with futuristic innovation. But what really makes it terrifying isn't just its guns or armor, it's its intent. This machine represents India's mindset, disciplined, prepared, and fearless. It's not built to show off, it's built to dominate, to protect, to send a message that no threat will go unanswered. When this tank rolls out, it's not just metal on the move, it's national confidence in motion. And trust me, once you see this beast in action, you'll realize why the rest of the world's defense experts are sitting up straight, watching closely, and whispering, man, that thing is terrifying. See, here's where things get real interesting, because this tank ain't just another piece of military hardware. It's a symbol, a statement, and a warning all rolled into one. For decades, the world was used to seeing India as a customer, a buyer, someone who'd pick from the catalogs of other countries. But now it's made in India, feared worldwide. This next gen tank marks a turning point where India is no longer asking for permission to innovate. It's showing up with its own original creation that's got the whole defense world talking. This tank isn't imported, it's imagined, engineered, and perfected right on Indian soil. Every sensor, every system, every design choice reflects the genius of Indian minds who refuse to settle for second best. It's homegrown, but it doesn't play local. It plays global. The same countries that once supplied India with tanks are now quietly studying this one, realizing the game has shifted. The hunter has learned every trick of the trade and built something sharper, faster, and smarter. And make no mistake, this tank is not just about military power, it's about a reputation. When something is made in India now, it carries weight. It means innovation, resilience, and confidence. This machine tells the world that India isn't just participating in global defense, it's setting the bar higher. The fear factor comes not just from its firepower, but from what it represents: a nation that's self-reliant, unapologetic, and unstoppable. So when that turret turns and the engines roar, it's not just a tank moving forward. It's the symbol of a country that's rewriting its place in the world order. Other nations are realizing fast India is no longer the market, it's the maker. And that shift, that's what terrifies competitors. Because when you combine India's technology, discipline, and determination, you don't just get a tank, you get a new era of defense dominance. This is where the game truly changes, because this tank isn't just about muscle, it's about mind. Brains meet brawn in a way that makes it almost unfair to face on the battlefield. Gone are the days when tanks were just rolling cannons. This one thinks. It analyzes, reacts, and adapts in real time. It's like having a soldier, a strategist, and a computer genius all built into one machine. That's what makes it terrifying. It's not just powerful, it's very-aware. Built with advanced AI systems, this tank can track multiple targets at once, predict enemy movement, and adjust its aim within seconds. It learns from every encounter, gathering data and improving its responses. The AI-assisted targeting system doesn't just shoot. It decides where to shoot, when to shoot, and how to hit hardest. The sensors give it 360-degree awareness, and its communication systems link it directly to drones, satellites, and command centers. It's like part of a digital hive mind, constantly connected and updated. And let's talk about agility. It's built for any terrain, desert, mountains, snow, doesn't matter. The suspension system adapts automatically, and the onboard computer manages fuel and energy for peak efficiency. It's not just a tank, it's a living, breathing ecosystem of technology and intelligence. The fire control system reacts faster than human reflexes, meaning by the time the enemy sees it, the shot's already been fired. This is India's brilliance at work, taking the classic symbol of warfare and reimagining it for the 21st century. It's a tank that doesn't just survive, it outsmarts. And that's what sets it apart. When strength and strategy merge like this, it creates a whole new level of warfare. The battlefield belongs to whoever can think faster, move smarter, and strike first. And this machine was built for exactly that. It's not just the future of India's military, it's the future of combat itself. Now this right here is where the message gets loud and clear. India's got swagger, and it's not hiding it anymore. This next Gen tank isn't just about fighting wars, it's about changing the conversation. It's a rolling statement that says, we're not just protecting our borders, we're shaping the battlefield. Every nation has its symbols of strength, and this tank is India's declaration that it's ready to lead, not follow. For years, India focused on defense, building up walls to stay secure. But now, the mindset has shifted from defensive to decisive. This machine embodies that new spirit. It tells the world that India can take the fight wherever it needs to go, on its terms, with its technology, and with confidence that demands respect. It's not aggression, it's assurance. The kind that comes from knowing you've earned your power, not borrowed it. Every gear, every bolt, every innovation in this tank represents a strategic evolution. It's not just hardware, it's strategy in motion. It's the physical form of a nation that knows exactly where it stands in global politics and military power. The tank's stealth capabilities, speed, and coordination systems make it more than a weapon. It's a message. It tells any potential threat, think twice before you step up. And that's what's beautiful about it. It's power with purpose. It's not about intimidation, it's about deterrence. When this tank rolls out, it doesn't need to speak. The sound of its engine says enough. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't brag, it just exists, powerful and undeniable. This is India's strategic swagger, calm, controlled, and commanding. It's the confidence of a nation that knows its worth, that's earned its strength, and now wears it with pride. The next Gen tank is more than a machine. It's India's way of saying, we've built the future, and we're ready for whatever comes next. When this tank rolled onto the scene, it didn't just make noise. It sent shockwaves across the world. The defense community sat up straight, generals leaned in, and analysts started scribbling notes. Because when India unveiled wasn't just another armored vehicle, it was a signal that the balance of military power was shifting. The global powers that once viewed India as a secondary player suddenly realized the game had changed. India wasn't catching up anymore. It was setting the pace. This next Gen tank represents more than technology. It's a statement of arrival. The same nations that used to supply India with defense systems are now studying this machine, trying to figure out how India leaped so far ahead so fast. It's a reminder that innovation doesn't belong to a few select countries anymore. It can rise from anywhere, especially from a nation that's determined, resourceful, and visionary. The tank's AI integration, autonomous defense capabilities, and modular design have redefined what modern warfare means. And the reaction, you can almost feel it. Allies are impressed, rivals are uneasy. Because this isn't just about India having a new weapon. It's about India showing that it can lead a technological revolution in defense. Every feature of this machine, its adaptability, connectivity, and precision, signals that India is ready to play in the top league. Not as a participant, but as a powerhouse. This tank has put India on the global radar in a way no press release or policy ever could. It's not just steel and circuits. It's a message that says, we're done being underestimated. The global shockwave isn't just about fear. It's about respect. India has proven that innovation backed by intent can change the narrative. And now every major power knows that when India builds, it builds to last, and it builds to lead.